Yes, indeed. Cameroonian hitmaker Salatiel raised the bar this year when he was one of 9 African musicians who were featured on the unbelievably popular The Lion King, The Gift movie soundtrack album, of course curated by Beyonce. Now, he's launching his brand new single, Ayagayo. Ayagayo. He's going to be continually correcting me, and it translates to good times, which makes a lot of sense on this feel-good breakfast show set, yes. Dude. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, man.
It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
I suppose we've got to start with that hit on that hit movie album. I mean, when you're collaborating with the likes of Beyonce and Pharrell, being a part of a project like that, how did something like that come about? How do you even get onto their radar?
Well, I've been working for so many years. I've been in the industry for 12 years as a producer, as a songwriter, and as an artist myself. So doing all kinds of music, you know. So we just got a call, you know, like we've seen you work, we've seen what you do, and we like what you do. So we would like you to be part of the Lion King project. And I'm like, what? Well, bring it on, man.
No, I'm too busy, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's music. It's another day in the office. So yeah, just bring it on and let's do it.
Well, congratulations, because as you say, it's something like that, you know, they say you must be ready for those kind of opportunities. It takes a lot to get to a point where you're on a global radar, but then you've got to deliver. What goes into, as a producer and as a performer, wearing both of those hats, into a collaboration like that? How do you go about? Do they give you a roadmap? Do you provide them with something? How does it work?
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, the Lion King project was a project that was well defined of how it should sound at the end of the day. Yeah, so bringing in African artists was bringing in the color to add up to that, to the foundation which they already had, and Beyonce was very strict on what she wanted the sound to look like. Yeah, so this sent me a roadmap on that particular song, and we're like, okay, we know what you can do, we've heard what you can do, so this is the foundation. Do yourself.
No pressure. Yeah, just do it.
Do yourself and see what you can bring in, to bring in the more of an African spirit into it, because that's what you do every day. And yeah, I just had to do it. And
we'll get into Ayagayo, which you're going to perform a little bit later as well, which you're going to be driving in South Africa. And it's so good to have you here. But I've got to ask, because it feels like there is a novelty or an interest within African music from abroad, yes, but more a self-belief and an opportunity to share within African musicians now that has never existed. Do you feel that? Do you feel like you have a bigger platform now?
Yeah, I think African music is taking over the world. Yeah, African music is going mainstream more and more. It's not new, it has been before, but it's going mainstream more and more. I think with internet and streaming that is coming more into Africa, we're going to get more of that, and it's a pleasure to be part of that big movement that is happening right now in Africa.
Well, you're also a part of what's driving that, so I think you can take that as incredible validation. We're going to get a taste of your signature sound that would have grabbed the attention of the likes of Beyonce. Dude, thank you so much for coming through. Really, it's a pleasure hosting you this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolute gift, and we're going to be giving that gift to you in just a moment, so don't stray too far.